How often should older adults really be having sex? The truth might surprise you. Have you ever wondered how much intimacy is right for older adults? Is there a magic number for happiness, health, or connection? You might be shocked by what the science actually reveals. Stick with me until the end, and I'll share an eye-opening fact that could completely reshape how you view intimacy in this phase of life. Society often sidelines the idea of older adults enjoying active, fulfilling sex lives, treating it as if it's something we're supposed to leave behind. But here's the reality: intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. If anything, science is proving just the opposite. Sexual activity in later years can offer powerful benefits for both the mind and body. But here's the question so many grapple with: what's normal? What's healthy? Should you aim for weekly connection? Monthly? Or just whenever the moment feels right? Let's cut through the myths, dig into the research, and uncover the truth about sex and aging. Why intimacy matters more than ever. Intimacy isn't just about physical connection, it's about mental well-being, emotional closeness, and even longevity. Studies have shown that regular sexual activity can improve mood, reduce stress, boost heart health, and even enhance cognitive function. And here's a surprising twist: for many older adults, intimacy can deepen, becoming richer and more meaningful with age. So, how often should you be getting intimate? The answer might not be what you expect. The surprising answer: research doesn't pinpoint a one-size-fits-all frequency. Some find joy in weekly intimacy, while others thrive with occasional, deeply connected moments. What matters most is quality over quantity and what feels right for you and your partner. But here's a fact that could change everything. Studies suggest that just maintaining some level of physical closeness, whether it's through sex, cuddling, or meaningful touch, can foster stronger relationships, reduce loneliness, and improve overall health. So, whether it's once a week, once a month, or whenever the mood strikes, know this: what's normal is what works for you. Too old for sex? Think again. Here's why it gets better with age. You've probably heard the claim, you get too old for sex, it's just not the same anymore. But let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, the benefits of intimacy don't fade with age, they actually evolve and grow, enhancing your life in ways you might not expect. Staying sexually active in your later years isn't just about pleasure, it's about improving your overall well-being, physically and mentally. Let's dive into some surprising ways intimacy can keep you healthier and happier as you age. The physical perks of staying intimate. Did you know that regular sexual activity can do wonders for your heart? Research shows that sex acts like a natural form of exercise. It gets your heart pumping, improves blood circulation, and supports cardiovascular health. No, it's not a replacement for your gym routine, but it's definitely a fun addition to your wellness plan. Sex also triggers the release of endorphins, those magical, feel-good chemicals in your brain that help melt away stress, ease pain, and boost your mood. And who doesn't need more of that? A secret to better sleep. Struggling with sleep? You're not alone. Many older adults face sleep challenges. But here's the good news: intimacy can be a natural sleep aid. The combination of physical exertion, emotional closeness, and hormonal release often leaves you feeling more relaxed and ready to drift off into a restful slumber. More than physical. Let's not forget, intimacy isn't just about the physical, it's a gateway to deeper emotional connection and improved mental health. Sharing close moments with a partner can reduce feelings of loneliness, enhance self-esteem, and foster a sense of belonging that becomes even more valuable as we age. So, the next time someone says you're too old for sex, Remember this, intimacy doesn't just keep you connected, it keeps you thriving. Your later years are the perfect time to rediscover the joys of closeness and all the incredible benefits it brings. Why settle for less when you can live fully? In every sense of the word. The hidden powers of intimacy, why staying connected is vital for mind, body, and soul. Did you know that a solid sexual connection, or even simple physical intimacy, can do wonders for your overall well-being? Whether it's your partner's touch or the comfort of a warm cuddle, these moments release oxytocin, a hormone that promotes relaxation and reduces anxiety. And when anxiety is under control, so are those sleepless nights. Better sleep. One touch at a time. Physical closeness has a unique way of melting away the tension that builds up in your muscles. Whether it's a shared embrace or a gentle stroke, these small acts have big effects, helping you feel calmer and ready for a restful night's sleep. But the benefits of intimacy go far beyond better rest. One of the most profound impacts: improved mental health. Mental health, a lifeline through intimacy. As we age, it's common to face challenges like anxiety, isolation, and even depression. However, studies reveal that older adults who maintain an active sexual life often report lower rates of these issues. There's something deeply reaffirming about feeling wanted and connected. A fulfilling intimate relationship reminds us that we're still vibrant, still relevant, and very much alive. The brain boost you didn't expect. And here's a fascinating twist: intimacy isn't just good for your heart, it's also good for your brain. Yes, you read that right. Studies suggest that sexual activity stimulates certain parts of the brain, strengthening neural connections. This engagement can help protect against age-related cognitive decline, including conditions like Alzheimer's. Think of it as a mental workout, one that sharpens your mind while lifting your spirit. Emotional closeness, the glue that holds us together. Of course, we can't overlook the emotional benefits. Physical closeness with your partner enhances feelings of connectedness and trust. It's not just about romance, it's about creating a bond that fosters emotional security and happiness, reinforcing the idea that you're in this together, no matter what. So, whether it's the release of oxytocin, the mental clarity, or the emotional connection, intimacy at any age isn't just an act, it's a powerful tool for holistic well-being. Far from being a thing of the past, it's a vital part of living a vibrant, fulfilling life in the here and now. The true power of intimacy, more than just physical connection. Intimacy is about so much more than physical connection. It's about knowing that someone out there sees you as special, someone who deeply cares for you and desires you. That emotional fulfillment, the kind that comes from a close, intimate relationship, provides immense support, especially as life brings its inevitable challenges with age. This connection isn't just physical, it's emotional, spiritual, and deeply personal. Intimacy becomes an extension of the trust and love you've built together, strengthening your bond in ways that ripple through every part of your life. Over time, that connection evolves into a profound sense of emotional well-being and growth, enriching your life as you navigate the journey of aging together. So, how much sex should you really be having? Alright. Let's get to the question everyone wants answered: how much sex should I be having? You might expect a straightforward answer, a magic number to aim for, but here's the truth: there's no universal rule. Intimacy isn't about hitting a quota, it's about what feels right for you and your partner. For some, regular sexual activity may feel essential, while others find fulfillment in less frequent but deeply meaningful connections. The key isn't frequency, it's quality. What matters is that you're fostering a connection that brings joy, comfort, and closeness to both of you. Intimacy at any age. Remember, Intimacy is as much about emotional connection as it is about physical pleasure. Whether it's through sex, cuddling, or simply sharing a moment of quiet closeness. These acts remind you that love and connection have no expiration date. So don't stress about what's normal or expected. The real measure of a healthy intimate life is whether it leaves you feeling more connected, cared for, and alive. Intimacy is your journey, embrace it at your own pace. And let it bring you the happiness and fulfillment you deserve. How often should you be having sex? The real answer lies in connection. When it comes to intimacy, frequency often takes a back seat to something far more important: how connected you feel with your partner and how fulfilling the experience is for both of you. Still, research can offer some guidance. And the findings are fascinating. The science behind intimacy and health. Studies, including those from the National Library of Medicine, reveal a strong link between regular sexual activity and improved overall health outcomes in older adults. One notable study focusing on individuals aged 65 and up found that those engaging in sex once a week reported greater happiness and satisfaction, not just in their relationships, but in life overall. But here's the key takeaway: it's not about hitting a weekly target. The true magic lies in the quality of the experience. Couples who prioritize meaningful and enjoyable intimacy, whether it's once a week or less frequently, report feeling deeply satisfied both emotionally and physically. Intimacy without the pressure, redefining connection at any age. As we age, intimacy often takes on a new and profound meaning. For many, it becomes less about performance and more about emotional connection, sharing love, and simply enjoying the moment. Stripping away the pressures that often define intimacy in our youth can transform it into something far deeper and more fulfilling. A new perspective on intimacy, without the need to focus on performance or meeting expectations. Sex becomes about connection and presence. This mindset shift has been shown to improve relationship satisfaction and, for some couples, even increase the frequency of intimacy. It's not about checking boxes or meeting quotas, it's about being present with your partner and savoring the moment together. Health and the role it plays. Of course, health plays a significant role in how often you'll feel up for intimacy. Joint pain, fatigue, or low energy may slow things down. But that doesn't mean the intimacy has to stop altogether. In fact, moderate sexual activity can be a remedy for some of these challenges. By increasing blood flow, promoting flexibility, and boosting energy levels over time, intimacy can actually become a tool for improving your overall well-being. Navigating health challenges. If medical conditions arise, having an open and honest conversation with your doctor is essential. Certain conditions may require adjustments or accommodations, but these shouldn't be seen as barriers to intimacy. Whether it's through modifications or exploring different forms of connection, sex and closeness can continue to thrive, even with health challenges. Beyond intercourse, intimacy isn't limited to full-blown intercourse. Physical closeness, gentle touch, cuddling, or even shared moments of laughter can all deepen your bond and nurture the connection between you and your partner. These acts can be just as meaningful as traditional expressions of intimacy, if not more so. At any age, intimacy is about creating moments of joy, closeness, and mutual understanding. It's a reminder that love and connection don't diminish with time, they evolve into something even more beautiful. No perfect number. Only what's perfect for you. So, what's the right amount? The answer depends entirely on you and your partner. For some couples, monthly intimacy feels just as fulfilling as weekly connections. Others might prefer regular touch and closeness, finding joy in casual moments of affection that don't always involve sex. Even something as simple as a shared hug or a lingering kiss can keep the spark alive and nurture emotional closeness. It's about creating a rhythm that works for your unique bond. The bottom line. Rather than focusing on frequency, ask yourself, does my intimate life make me feel connected, cared for, and fulfilled? If the answer is yes, then you're already in the sweet spot. Intimacy isn't about numbers, it's about understanding what brings joy and connection to you and your partner, and embracing it wholeheartedly. Remember, your intimate life is your journey. Explore it together, and let the connection grow in ways that feel natural and right for you. Intimacy that fits your life, prioritizing joy, comfort, and connection. Intimacy is deeply personal. And as you age, it's all about finding what works best for your unique health, comfort, and relationship. Whether it happens weekly, monthly, or simply when the moment feels right, the frequency is far less important than the joy and connection it brings. At this stage of life, there's no need to conform to anyone else's idea of normal. What truly matters is that your intimate life feels fulfilling, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It's about embracing what brings you and your partner closer, not measuring yourself against societal expectations. A source of joy and well-being. As we've explored, intimacy is more than just a physical act, it's essential for emotional closeness, mental health, and physical well-being. But for many older adults, barriers like health issues, self-consciousness, and lifestyle factors can create challenges. The good news? These hurdles can often be overcome with a little creativity and open communication. Tackling health concerns and mobility challenges. Health concerns are one of the most common obstacles older adults face when it comes to intimacy. Conditions like arthritis, chronic pain, or decreased flexibility may make traditional physical activities feel more difficult. However, these challenges don't have to end intimacy. Here's the key: adaptability. Like side-by-side or sitting positions, many people find that changing the angle, adding pillows for support, or finding a position that doesn't stress joints or muscles helps improve comfort without sacrificing intimacy. There's no need to power through positions that don't feel good. Instead, focus on finding alternatives that still allow you to be close and intimate. It's also worth noting that many people, especially women, experience dryness as they age, often due to hormonal changes or menopause. If this is affecting your sexual pleasure, there are many products available, from lubricants to vaginal moisturizers, that can make sex more comfortable. Again, don't be shy about exploring these solutions and discussing them with your partner. Mental and emotional barriers. In addition to the physical barriers, emotional and mental roadblocks can make it harder to connect intimately. Aging sometimes brings about changes in body image, self-esteem, and anxiety around intimacy. These feelings can sometimes prevent you from feeling confident or motivated to initiate sexual activity. It's common to feel like, maybe I'm not attractive anymore, or what if I'm not satisfying my partner? To work through this, open communication is paramount. Talk openly with your partner about your feelings. And trust me, you may be surprised by how they feel about you. A partner who values and loves you. Experiment with positions, explore options that require less movement or provide additional support. For example, positions that involve lying down or using cushions for support can reduce strain and make the experience more comfortable. Focus on touch and connection. Intimacy isn't just about sex, it's about closeness. Cuddling, massage, and other forms of affectionate touch can be just as rewarding. Communicate openly, share your feelings and needs with your partner to find solutions together. Redefining intimacy. Remember, intimacy is as much about emotional and mental fulfillment as it is about physical closeness. There's no race, no quota, no pressure to perform. At this stage of life, intimacy should be a source of joy and connection, something that strengthens your bond and enhances your well-being. So don't be discouraged by the barriers that may arise. With patience, creativity, and a focus on what truly matters, you can continue to nurture an intimate connection that feels just right for you and your partner. After all, it's not about doing it more, it's about doing it better. Is focused on your connection, not the flaws you think you have. In fact, many people report feeling more confident and more connected during sex in later years, because both partners have learned to embrace vulnerability. There's a wonderful intimacy that comes with sharing your thoughts, fears and desires. Sometimes just talking openly can eliminate anxiety, create emotional closeness, and make the act of intimacy that much more meaningful. Psychological barriers and external stress. It's also easy for the stresses of daily life, like caring for a partner or managing other responsibilities, to get in the way of having sex. Many older adults face feelings of depression or isolation if you're feeling mentally drained. It's natural that sex may not be at the forefront of your mind. Overcoming these feelings requires a mix of internal work and external support. If you're experiencing ongoing sadness, anxiety, or other psychological burdens, speaking to a therapist or counselor may help. It can free you up to enjoy your intimate moments more freely, without the weight of past stress. Don't forget, you are worthy of pleasure and you deserve connection, no matter where you are in life. Now let's delve into something often overlooked: the powerful emotional side of intimacy. Sex for older adults isn't just about physical pleasure. It's a profound expression of love, care and connection with a partner. We cannot underestimate how important emotional intimacy is to our overall well-being. The effects on our self-esteem and sense of belonging are massive. As we age, many of us experience various shifts in relationships, either due to circumstances or health, or perhaps simply because of the life changes we've experienced. The need for physical closeness can deepen as we navigate these challenges. So let's talk about what emotional intimacy does and how it enriches our lives. Trust and connection in your earlier years. Sex might have been about passion, appearance, or excitement, but as you get older, intimacy can become an emotional anchor. One of the most beautiful parts of older age is knowing who you are and feeling comfortable in your skin. The best intimacy at this point is about trust, connection, and truly understanding one another, mentally and emotionally. This is when sexual intimacy transcends just physical satisfaction and becomes an expression of the love and affection you have for one another. You're not worrying about impressing anyone or performing, you're simply enjoying the company of someone you've chosen to share your life with. In fact, many people say that sex in later years can be deeper because it focuses on sharing moments of vulnerability and emotional closeness with someone you love. There's something so special about knowing each other intimately, not just in a physical sense, but emotionally and spiritually too. Those little things like holding hands, looking into your partner's eyes, or enjoying peaceful moments together before intimacy create powerful bonds that contribute to a more joyful and intimate experience. Love and vulnerability. It's also been shown that older adults who maintain a sex life have stronger emotional bonds. These couples report a greater sense of security and a stronger lasting relationship, something that contributes not just to their romantic life, but also their overall happiness and life satisfaction. And let's talk about something else. Incredibly important: feeling desired. We all want to feel like we're wanted, no matter our age. Physical intimacy keeps the spark alive, yes. But it's that desire, that affectionate touch, that reaffirms you're still valued. Studies show that people in long-term relationships tend to experience stronger bonds when intimacy and affection are nurtured regularly. Even if sexual activity changes, moments of affection like kissing, cuddling, and gentle touching often strengthen the emotional closeness. It's these little acts of love that convey deep feelings of being wanted and cared for. And that's what sustains emotional closeness long into older years. Connection beyond sex. Lastly, don't think that intimacy has to only look one way. Some older adults who no longer have a traditional sexual connection still report incredibly fulfilling relationships simply by maintaining close, loving touch or sharing romantic moments. What's truly vital is maintaining the emotional connection, whether it's through sex, hugging, or spending time together. That connection is what feeds the heart, supports well-being, and promotes a healthy, active life. In other words, age is no barrier to what intimacy can bring to your life. It doesn't matter if it's frequent or infrequent. The emotional power of physical touch and love never dies. There are many ways to keep your connection alive. And no matter what stage of life you're in, you absolutely deserve to feel that closeness, pleasure, and emotional fulfillment. So here we are, understanding how important it is to stay connected, how often to engage in intimacy, and how we can work through challenges. But the most important message I want to leave with you today is this: embrace your intimacy in later years. Age should never be something that diminishes your ability to have meaningful, loving, and fulfilling sexual experiences. Instead, it's a time to redefine what intimacy means to you. Reframe your expectations. Forget about any societal pressures to be youthful, to be as active as you were when you were younger. This is your time, your life. You get to define your own standards of intimacy. And that's something to embrace. When you take the pressure off trying to perform like younger generations, you open the door to intimacy that feels more authentic and genuine. The beauty of this stage in life is that you're no longer concerned with comparison or perfection, but with the authenticity and connection that enriches your relationship. It's about feeling joy, closeness, and warmth with your partner. And that brings us to another crucial point. Never be afraid to communicate. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you need to be what your partner expects you to be sexually. But the truth is, honest, open communication only deepens intimacy. Talk openly with your partner about what feels good, what doesn't, or if there's anything you'd like to try. Share how you're feeling physically and emotionally. When both partners are tuned into each other's needs, intimacy flows more naturally and with greater depth. As we get older, our bodies inevitably change, and so too does our relationship to intimacy. But those changes don't have to be feared. They're simply a new chapter. In fact, some older adults say they've never had a better sex life than now, simply because they've reached a level of mutual understanding and comfort that fosters intimacy without self-judgment. It can actually become more fulfilling, because it's not about impressing or rushing. It's about connection, healthy aging, and self-care. Another important aspect of maintaining intimacy is caring for yourself both physically and mentally. Regular exercise and a balanced diet play an essential role in maintaining sexual health. Staying active helps improve flexibility and energy levels, which positively impacts your sex life. Along with eating nutritious foods, doing strength training, or low-impact exercises like swimming or yoga can keep the body agile and in a state where you feel good physically, emotionally, and sexually. Additionally, mental wellness is just as important. Sex doesn't have to be frequent to be fulfilling. What matters is that it happens when it feels right, and that it is something you and your partner genuinely enjoy. Meditate, practice mindfulness, or engage in activities that help lower stress. The less stress you carry, the more open you'll be to intimacy, and the closer you'll feel to your partner. It's also essential to acknowledge and celebrate the changes that come with age. Instead of focusing on what's lost, there's power in acceptance and in recognizing your own beauty at every stage of life. Embrace yourself as the wonderful, experienced person you are, and don't let anyone convince you that you're not deserving of a joyful and active sex life. Remember, our sexual energy and confidence evolve in new ways as we grow older, and it can be incredibly fulfilling, both emotionally and physically. So the bottom line: keep the spark alive. Not because society says you should, but because you and your partner deserve it. Intimacy doesn't stop at a certain age. It evolves, deepens, and enriches your connection in ways that can bring even more satisfaction than ever before. Age should not limit our ability to feel loved and desired. Embrace who you are at this stage in your life, and explore what intimacy means for you in the here and now. Whether you have sex once a week, once a month, or just enjoy moments of affection and closeness, what matters is that you stay engaged, connected, and filled with love and understanding. And most importantly, don't feel pressured by anyone. What's most important is that your intimacy feels meaningful, genuine, and fulfilling to both you and your partner. So how often should older people be having sex? The answer isn't written in stone, but science and experience agree on this. Stay connected to your partner, communicate openly, and focus on what feels right for you. Intimacy is a gift, not a chore. Whether it's weekly, monthly, or simply whenever the moment feels right, the most important thing is to keep the flame alive in a way that works for you. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on intimacy as we age? Leave a comment below, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more candid, age-positive conversations like this. Also, make sure to sign up for the Happy Old Age newsletter to get tips, advice, and uplifting content delivered straight to your inbox. Let's keep growing and glowing together. Wing.